In this video, we will walk through the pure Node.js implementation of the CRUD operations. In the next video, we will discuss how to implement the same create, read, update, and delete operations with the popular web framework Express.js. So in this video, a pure Node.js implementation. This video is not a Node.js tutorial. I'm just giving you a high-level overview of the source code. This is the simplified source code that we are about to discuss. You find the complete source code on GitHub in the repository of this playlist. The link is in the description below this video. This is a pure Node.js solution. We are not using any external library or framework. We import the necessary functions from Node.js. In practice, you would want to use a real database. I'm just using a plain JavaScript object as a fake database. Note that the ID appears twice, once as a lookup key, and then the car knows its own ID as well. So the same ID appears twice. Whenever we receive an HTTP request, Node.js executes our implementation, this function. Node.js calls our function with a request object, which represents the HTTP request from the client. We also get a response object. We write our response to this object. Identifying the method is straightforward. The request object has a method attribute. So far so good. However, we also need the resource and the identifier. Unfortunately, we only get a single string in the URL attribute, and we have to split this string into pieces and identify its parts. We have to do the parsing ourselves. So we split the request URL. This part gives us the resource, if any, and the ID string, which is a string at this point. We have to convert the ID string into a number and make sure that it's a valid integer, it is positive, that we haven't lost any precision during these conversions, and whether this ID appears in our fake database or not. If all of this is true, it's a valid positive integer in our fake database, then it's a valid ID. Otherwise, it's not a valid ID. In the first step, we check whether the resource is cars. If it's not cars, then we respond with 404. And note that at the very bottom, we always send a response back to the client by calling the end method of the response object. Okay, so the resource must be cars, and if we have received an identifier, then it must be valid. If it's not the case, then it's also 404 not found. After this point, if this code is being executed at all, we can be sure that the resource is cars, and if we have received an ID, then it's a valid ID. Now let's see the CRUD operations. Let's start with read. If the method is get, we would like to get a car from the server. If we have a valid identifier, then we return the corresponding car. If the request was get/cars without any identifier, then we return the entire content of this fake database. We return everything. Otherwise, we return the car with the requested ID. We must set the header content type to application.json, and it is our responsibility to turn the data into a string in JSON format by calling JSON stringify. And at the very end of this function, we send the response back by calling the end method of the response object. Okay, so let's try this one out. If I send a GET request without any identifier, I should get this whole object back. Indeed, that's the content of our fake database. If I send a request with an invalid ID, then I should get 404 not found. Yes, because it only has the ID number 1. So if I send a GET request with ID number 1, I should get this car back, the McLaren. Now I only have the car. Let's look at the create operation next. If the method is post, we would like to create a new car. And then we need the data in the client request, which we can read with the JSON function, which in turn comes from Node.js. So we read the data from the request, and then we need a brand new identifier for this new car. We go through all the identifiers already in our fake database and add one to get the first unused integer. We store the data and then set the status code 201, which means created. We write out the header location with the new resource identifier. Let's check this one. We send this post request. We want to create a new Ferrari on the server. Let's fire this request. We received 201 created, and this is the new location. Let's read this location with a GET request. Yes, we've received our new car. It's already on the server. And if we read all the cars, we have the McLaren from before, and now we have a Ferrari as well. The next operation is update with patch. We would like to update a car. How do we do it? First of all, we read the data in the client request. It contains the new piece of information that we would like to append to the car. We would like to patch that car. We then grab the data already in the database. We apply the new piece of information, and to be on the safe side, we keep the old ID. Whatever it was, we keep it, so that the client cannot override the ID of the car. And then we store it. We return status code 204, no content. The request is successful, but we don't send any data back to the client. Let's try this one. We would like to patch the car with the ID number 2. This is the Ferrari. And we would like to set the year to 2023. Currently, it's 1987. Let's fire this request. 204 no content, so it was successful, and hopefully our Ferrari is now patched and the year is 2023. Let's check that one. We ask for the Ferrari, and indeed the year is 2023, so it works. Finally, the last operation is delete. How do we delete a car from the server? We just remove it from our fake database and return status code 204. Let's delete the Ferrari. 204 no content, so the deletion was successful. Now let's list all the cars on the server. Indeed, the Ferrari is now gone. What happens if I try to delete it once again? If I delete the car once again, it is 404 not found because it's no longer in our fake database. In all other cases, we return status code 400. That means bad request. The server understands only these CRUD operations and the card's resource and nothing else. So if we receive any other request, it is 400 bad request. That was the pure Node.js implementation. In the next video, we will re-implement the CRUD operations with the popular web application framework Express.js. Did this video help? Then please give it a thumbs up. Please like it. If you have any questions or problems, please leave a comment right below, and I will do my best to get back to you. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.